All right. Welcome to our Legacy United team call. It is February 13th, already halfway through the month of February. It is our Team Cup Challenge, so I hope that you guys are pushing forward, going above and beyond to move your business to the next level with your Team Cups and, earning those prizes. And hey guys, as you're hopping on, would you make sure that you're on mute? I'm just hearing a lot of background noises. So just hit the little mute button down the bottom and you'll be all good, especially if you're on the phone. Just hit mute on your phone pad. But anyways, Team Cup going strong. Remember that our All Access Challenge Pack is 3 Success Club points this month. If you listened to the National Wake Up Call this morning, which if you did not, please make sure that you go back and listen to that recording. It was an amazing call to hear from new coaches, within their first 6 to 8 months. And I thought that it was a really great parallel with our guest speaker tonight, which is Kelsey. She's going to be talking to you guys about the same thing and just how this business is truly done by you having an intention to work and grow. So go back and listen to that. We will keep the All Access Challenge Pack going strong. It will not go away in March. That was a question that has been flying around. It will stay at the $199 price, but it's going to go back to the 2 Success Club points, which I'm A-okay with. I'm excited about. Our business has always been, you sign up as a coach, you commit to help 3 people every single month. That's it, point blank. So I'm pumped that we're all going to be hitting that Success Club 5 benchmark with 3 people again. Shakeology Home Direct is now moving up to 2 Success Club points. It used to only be 1, so that will take effect March 1st. So if you have people who are coming to you and saying, I really just want Shakeology, or I already have the All Access Pass, there you go. You're going to get 2 Success Club points for everybody who's new signing up with Shakeology Home Direct. So some really great fun changes coming, but I'm really, really excited. And we also have a lot of you guys getting off of the wait list for Punta Cana. I've been seeing it and getting messages, and I'm really pumped. So this is just, goes to show that for our Success Club trip to the Riviera Maya next year, guys, all you have to do is hit Success Club. All you have to do is hit Success Club, and you get a free trip. Like, at every Success Club point, you are earning money. Like, I have never had to pay a dime for my Success Club trips. I earn them. So, this is just another reminder. Success Club is the bread and butter of our business. It's helping 3 people. It's you earning an income, making an impact, and you're earning yourself free trips every single year. I mean, that was huge for me whenever I came into this business, finding out that I could take my entire family on an all-expense-paid vacation. We could have never afforded to do that before this business. So I hope that you're seeing the bigger picture, seeing that helping 3 people every single month is just that small benchmark that you should be making a priority. All right, so with that being said, I am going to introduce our guest speaker tonight. I am so excited. Kelsey came to me back in July, I think it was. And just like me, what do we say? We always put out our vibe attracts our tribe, and she and I clicked right away. And she was a skeptic at first, and I'm sure she's going to tell you all about it. But she was like, okay, I don't know if this is really going to work, but, I've been watching you, so I guess I'm going to try it. Well, it worked for her, and she came in the exact same way that I did. As if she was going to be doing the challenge group, that you better believe she was going to build a business and figure it out at the exact same time. Why not do, both and just rock her business? So Kelsey has hit Success Club every single month of her business thus far. She went diamond right before Christmas this past year. And she's literally just done this step by step. She was just announced this past Friday as number 518 out of 400,000 coaches. You guys, that is huge. She had 3 of her own personally sponsored coaches who hit Success Club in January. Like, she is doing the step-by-step system. So I'm excited to turn it over to her and let her tell her story. You take it away, Kels.
Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, and you can hit screen share for your slides.
Okay. Okay, am I good? All right. Okay, so I'm Kelsey, and just a little bit about me. So she told you that basically I'm 6, almost 7 months in, and things are happening that I just never really imagined would happen. Like, it's just completely crazy. And like, the main thing that I would say, and let me get my slideshow up. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Loading. Okay. So the first thing would be that quitting is not an option, because Val, like when you first start, you all know how it is. Like, it's so overwhelming and it's scary. And I'm just like, okay, I'm a mom, I'm a teacher. Like, I don't know how to do this whole business thing. But trusting her, and you know, like when your husband says, and he's always right, and it's annoying, like Val, she's always right. And so my first 2 cents would be to trust your coach and just to follow your gut and roll with it. Because I don't mind telling Val that she's right, but you know, you hate telling your husband that they're right. So just listen to them and roll with it. And as it says, quitting isn't an option. So I remember being on one of my first calls and listening. Of course, like I was taking notes like a crazy person, because I was so overwhelmed, and I was new and I didn't know what really was going on. And they said to imagine yourself, like, to commit to being here in a year, commit to being here in 2 years. And I remember thinking, whew, that's a long ways off. You know, that's kind of crazy, because as Val said, I was a skeptic, because like I was literally running my tail off on the treadmill and dieting to the point that I was starving and eating green beans and chicken every day of my life. And I wasn't getting results. So I thought, you know, what do I have to lose? I'm going to try this. And 2 months later, I did, and I love it, and I'm committed, and it works. So just making that commitment and not stopping and not giving up. Okay. All right. The 4 vital behaviors, and I'll be completely honest with you. Like, yeah, I hear this all the time. Like, this is something that you will hear from your coach, and you see it, you know, whatever. Number 1, invite. Completely honest, like that's what I struggled with the most, because that's scary, because you have to put yourself out there, because you have to be like you're messaging people, and you are putting yourself out there. Okay, it's easy to be a product of the products, because you, as a challenger, you do them, you try them, you fall in love with them, and you don't want to stop using them. The personal development, that helps you with your posts, that helps you in issues that you find yourself, like areas that you're struggling in. Like, I find that my professional development helps me, and it gives me ideas for my posts too. So that's easy. Now the recognizing the challengers and my successes, like that's easier now that I kind of have an idea of what's going on, and I'm, you know, seeing the smaller, you know, the victories. But again, the inviting part, that's scary. And it wasn't until about 2, maybe 3 months ago that I think I got it. You got to do it. You got to put yourself out there. And Val says you have to, it's like inviting yourself to, inviting for a birthday party. If you don't invite, no one's going to show up. And that makes sense. If I don't put it out there that I'm a coach, if I don't put out there what I'm struggling with, if I don't put out there what I have to offer, then no one's going to know. So as scary as it is, you just have to do it. You have to dive in and just do it. Okay. So with that being said, this is kind of like the system I have, and this was posted in one of the groups. I'm not sure where, but I found it on Pinterest too, because I made my own, and it's not nearly as pretty and neat as this one is. But this is the system that I'm rolling with right now, and it seems to be going okay. Messaging people, 10 people every day to every 2 days. Because I'll be honest, like I work. I know that sounds like an excuse, but life gets crazy, and so I have a commitment of messaging 10 people at least every day or every other day. I may do more. 10 is my number. I'm not going to do less, but every 1 to 2 days, I'm committed to messaging those people. And it is not like, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach and this is what I sell. It's more of, hey, I'm not sure if you know this or not, and I tell them what I have to offer, like not in a salesy way, but being honest with them, because I think that's what I was doing. I was overthinking it too much. I was scared and making it so much more complicated than I had to do. So just being real and being honest with people. Also, I'm adding 20 new friends each day, 20 plus. Okay, so, and again, that might be every day, every other day. And it could be more than that. And I put them in like a holding cell. That's what I kind of call them. So I'm not going to message the people that I just added in, because they'll get freaked out and think, yeah, she added me because she wants to sell something to me. And I don't want them to think that. Like, they'll start watching and they'll start following me. And this is the system that I'm using. And it's working. And this is what scared me the most as a new coach, because I was scared to death of what people would think. Well, screw them. I don't care anymore. That doesn't sound nice, but I mean it. Okay. All right. So when I started believing and treating my business as a business, that is when it became a business. Like, it really is a business. And like my whole mind shift, like, it changed, because it wasn't like, yeah, I'm doing this and maybe it'll work. It was like, by George, I'm doing it. If you want to get on this train, you better jump on in, because I'm going and I'm going to be successful. And like everything changed. And when that changed, like, that's when the business started booming. And it's fun and it's exciting and it's just crazy. And I can remember being like 1 month in and thinking that these things were so unobtainable, and they're so easy. Like, you can do it. It's great. The first months are spent figuring out what to do, because, like I said, it is crazy. And you think, like, how do they do all that? Because I remember thinking, okay, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to get up and exercise. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to come home. I'm going to work. I'm going to come home. And then, I've got to sit on my computer and I've got to do all this. But my kids are here. Like, I felt so stretched out. You figure it out. And I think that's expected in the first month or two, to be overwhelmed and to figure out what works for you. So in the beginning, you're going to put in extra time. And I did. I put in extra time. And now, I mean, sometimes I put in more than I do on other days. But figuring out a system that works for you, it's not going to be like, I don't do exactly what Val does. I don't do exactly what Julia does. Like, we do our own thing, but we're still practicing those 4 vital behaviors. So it's just figuring out, like, in the mornings, I get up, I do my product of the product part, I exercise, I do my shake, I check in with my challengers, and then I work, and then I come home, and as the kids are playing outside or as they're fighting in the living room, like, I manage to get in my other 30 minutes. So that's what works for me. Again, people are watching you, and this is something that's new for me too. It says, like, literally my husband came in one day and he was like, so-and-so wanted to know if you had a good butt. Does your butt look good? Because he wants his wife, it needs improving. Bless his wife's heart. But people, like, I don't know this man. I don't know his wife, but he follows me on Facebook apparently, or his wife does. So people are talking when you don't even realize that you're talking. So putting yourself out there and making sure that you're being consistent and putting those posts out, your 3 to 5 times, people are paying attention, and you have no idea. Now, some people are paying attention and being little butts about it, but that's okay, because you can ignore them too. I'll talk about them later. People are going to watch you for like seriously, this month I have had people that are joining me that I was talking to in the month 1. So they're just watching. It's almost like they're just waiting for you to stop doing it, just to see if you're going to keep doing it. And you have to prove them. Like, they want to know that you're in it for the long haul, that you're not just doing this for a get rich, get quick, kind of thing. So you have to be committed, and they want to know that. Be real, share yourself, share your journey, share why this works for you. So, like, for me, I tried other things and they didn't work. This is 30 minutes a day. I'm drinking my shake. I feel better than I've ever felt. I have more energy. Like, I'm happier. I'm a better mom. I'm a nicer teacher. Like, so many things, just because I'm investing in myself. I share how I make this work. So how can you be a working mom? How can you be just an employed adult and have time to make this work? Just sharing who you are. Share how it helps me physically, mentally, financially. So sharing how these checks, like, they were basically just paying for my Shakeology, but now, like, I can see a real check, and no, it's not a huge amount, but it's motivating and it's exciting, and I can see the long term here. So that's what's exciting. All right, so here we go. Here's the slide. And this is a game changer too. So stop caring what everybody else thinks. I was so concerned with what other people thought about me. Not to the point that I didn't post, because I did post, but it wasn't until I had my first real hater that I just shook them off. Like, I don't care. People are going to like you and support you and be your biggest cheerleaders, or either they're going to just be haters, and you can just get rid of them, and who cares? Like, you're going to do you, and you're going to be happy, because by committing to this, you are happier and you feel better, and it's so worth it, because who cares what those people think? Because you are getting the benefits and the happiness that comes along with it. So stop worrying what anybody else thinks. Like, do your thing, forget them. Be a good coach. So in order to be a good coach, I think you have to be a challenger yourself. So daily working on yourself, daily being like in your challenge groups, being active in your challenge groups, putting new stuff out there. Like literally 2 months ago, I had a group and like my people were just dead. And I felt like my sister-in-law and I were just like literally, we could have picked up the phone and had conversations with each other. And it wasn't like they would communicate and talk outside of the group and call and tell me how they were doing, and everything was wonderful, but just keeping them actively engaged. So like I had to step back and say, all right, we have to figure out something else. And now like the groups are so busy and crazy, like it's a good crazy, but it's crazy. But that's just taking a step back and realizing what I needed to do to fix it. The bottom one, invest time with your challengers. And I think that is something that's clearly it's important. Like I want to know, I want feedback. I like talking to Val. I like knowing what I need to do. I mean, I'll ask her all the time, boss me around, tell me what I need to do. And I mean that when I say that. Check in with your challengers. Let them know that you did not sign them up just to get a paycheck, that you are genuine, that you care about their success, like their long-term success, not just the temporary. Like, make a point to message them, call them, text them, be there. And okay, so these are my final tips, and I know I like flew through this. Sorry, Val. Make a plan. Like, and again, it doesn't have to be what Val does. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be what someone else does. Like, you figure out what works for you and roll with it. So you make a plan, you put it into action, fix what needs fixing. Like I said, like that challenge group was a dud, so I had to fix it. When you figure out what works, repeat it. And every month you just keep doing the same thing. Remember, it takes a lot of exposure before people commit. Don't get discouraged when people are, and that's scary because each month you are starting over with your Success Club points, but don't get discouraged because people are watching you, and it's going to take time for them to be like, okay, I think I want to do this. Success doesn't happen overnight. You got to think long term, and I think that was a game changer. Like, I plan to be here. Like, I have no intentions of backing down. So change your train of thought and things change. And it's what we do day by day that helps us to be successful. So just be you and roll with it. All right, Val.
All right. So it was awesome. You talked a lot about your challenge groups and stuff, but I think something that I know I would like to hear is how you recruit your coaches, because you don't discredit that. You have to also recruit and teach your coaches the same system. So give them a little bit of insight of what you've been doing over the last couple months for that.
With that, well, and this sounds really bad, but I kind of like, I target, like I know like who I would want to hang around with. Like I know my personality, I know my flaws, I know my quirks, and I know who would fit in with that. So that's who I encourage to get in my challenge groups with me. And that's who, like, those people have been the game changers within the challenge groups. And when they get success in the challenge groups, like, these girls are on fire. And it is so exciting because, like, it's not because I'm giving them some magic pill. It's because they can do it. It's completely doable. And they get so excited they want to go and share it with someone. And they can't wait to share it. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. But literally, like, there's a girl that I literally, like, I stalked her for 2 months, not like in a creepy way, but I remember telling Val, like, she's going to be mine. She's going to be a coach. Okay, well, that took 3 months. And finally, she's a challenger, and she's going to be a coach because she fits. Like, she's spunky, and she puts herself out there, and doesn't seem intimidated. So I guess, I don't know if I'm answering your question or not, but just look for what you like and make connections with people.
No, no, you did. You totally. So yeah, you answered, because you know how, guys, we always talk about your avatar, right? And sometimes that can be confusing. Your niche market. Kelsey just described it. She's like, I'm not looking for everybody. I'm not talking to everybody. She has it narrowed down to her list of people, women, just like her, that she is directly talking to. She knows who it is that she wants. I'm the exact same way. Like every successful coach, we're not just broadcasting to the entire world. We're saying, okay, you know, have you ever struggled with binge eating Oreos after you put the kids to bed at night? You know, do you struggle with hitting the alarm clock 500 times before you actually get out of bed? Do you need to figure out your, you know, X, Y, and Z? Insert your struggles, because those are the people that you're going to relate to. And I mean, really, Kelsey, it is a joke to us because she's like, boss me around. But, you know, she duplicates the system that is implemented by Beachbody, by our entire corporation. So she knows what to do. I give her the information and she applies it. So that sometimes I think is a disconnect. Too many coaches are afraid. It's the fear factor that can come into play. But if you just overcome your fear, you guys, the bread and butter, the circle that makes this business go round is that you're a product of the product. You are, you know, you're hitting Success Club. You're recruiting 2 to 5 coaches a month. You're then teaching your coaches to be a product of the product, hitting Success Club, and teaching them to recruit coaches and rank advance. That's exactly what it is. And it's just a circle that goes around and around and around every single month. And when you stop overthinking and you start applying the information to the people you want to work with, I don't want to work with everybody. I want to work with women just like me, period. Then you get to take your business to the next level.
And people are going to come. Like I remember thinking, like, because I like prayed like a crazy woman. Like, okay, you know, when it's time, like, give me these coaches. And I was like, okay. And like literally within a week, all of them. Like, of course, I've added to that, you know, since then. But my 3, like my go-getters, they were like, oh, I'm all in. So, I mean,
yeah, it's great. Hey, Kelsey, will you hit unshare your screen?
Yeah.
So, and then even when Kelsey went diamond, she and I were working together for literally, a month or so. We'd have a couple calls a week. So this is where it comes down to. Kelsey came to me and she said, yes, I'm rank advancing to diamond, because we always say diamond is a decision, period. She decided that she was going to be diamond before Christmas. You know what? Girlfriend worked her tail off and she became diamond before Christmas. And that momentum that she built and that explosion of all of those invites that she sent and all of those coaches that she signed up, she made it happen. It is still carrying her through here into February, where she's at Success Club like 18. She recruited 7 coaches, I think it was, in like a week and a half time period, because she puts in the work. And it's all that work that has come back around because she's consistently doing it. It's not like she just decided to go and invite for a week straight and all these people signed up. It's because she's been doing it for 6 months and everyone finally, and she gave them call to action. She said, get signed up now so you can get enrolled into my Coach Basics that's starting on this date. You know, that point blank, you need to get signed up because here is the start date. So, Kelsey, what are some of the personal development that you really like? I love you get so excited about it because I do too.
Okay, this is the one right now. GoPro. Like, bam. Okay, like if you're a new coach, get the book and read it. Compound Effect. You're a Badass. Is that right?
Yep.
Those are my top.
Yeah, those are all great. Amazing.
Miracle Morning, I like that one.
Which one?
Miracle Morning. I like that one.
I do too. Yeah, and like Julia just said, narrow it down to your type of person. If you have other types join along the way, then that's cool, but don't spend time trying to be too broad. Exactly. Now, is there ever going to be a time when I only have my little narrow niche? No, but whenever I'm talking about moms wanted, like I'm looking for X number of moms, you know, talking about who it is that I want, guys, I still get women who will message me, they'll be like, I'm not a mom, but I'd really like to be part of this group. I'm like, of course you can be part of this group, right? But I'm not going to talk to the whole world. Anybody have any questions for Kelsey? Feel free to ask. Kelsey, I really appreciate you taking the time to be on tonight.
Oh, you're welcome.
Anybody? You can chat or unmute yourself. I know sometimes there's a delay, so. All righty. Guess nobody has any questions. Well, we wrapped up a little bit early tonight. So, you know, I'm just encouraging you guys to take the notes that you just had with Kelsey, go back and listen to the National Wake Up Call, really get your sails filled this week with encouragement and insight and inspiration, and find your own way, find your vision. Why do you want what it is that success looks like to you? Because I said this on our new coach call last week, I think it was, but Beachbody is your vehicle. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be in love with health and fitness, in love with nutrition. Everything about your life is all about Beachbody. That's not what it is. Beachbody is your vehicle to your destination of whatever success looks like for you. Do you want financial freedom? Do you want to just make a little bit of extra income so you can earn, so you can take an extra family vacation? Do you want to be a stay-at-home mom with your kids, so you're working really hard to be able to make that happen? You know, do you want to buy a car? Do you want to give more? Do you want, I think I said financial freedom, but you know, what is it that success looks like for your life? Maybe you want to buy a house. I don't know, but everyone has something different that success looks like for you. So your job as a Beachbody coach will take you there if you put the work in and make it happen, okay? And you can be different, be bold. Don't just say, okay, I'm running this specific challenge group every single month. You know, gear it towards what you're into, what you like. I've seen great coaches who do like makeup tutorial like stuff. They incorporate makeup and like women love yourself and anxiety groups and just whatever it is. Always add that little extra key factor into what it is that makes you you and that gets that passion going, because you have to develop your passion in order to take this to the next level. And that fear factor, get over it. That's all that I can say. Confidence comes when you fake it. I know that I posted a video, I think it was last week, about how do you have confidence. You know what? You fake it until you make it. And the only way to get ahead is to truly make that initiative and just say, I'm going to hit Success Club every single month. I'm going to recruit some coaches from my challenge groups to build my team. I'm going to share my vision and I'm going to keep going. So those are just, you know, some of my tips that I give you guys every week, but it's so true. This can take you anywhere you want it to. Success Club is the yellow brick road to all of your dreams coming true. So it's up to you to make it happen, right? So I hope that you guys have a really great week. I hope that you go out there and crush your goals, hit Success Club, make it happen, invite everyone to your challenge group that's on your list. Go and invite to coaching. Don't be afraid to invite to the business. This is a blessing. Do not hold someone's destiny in your mouth. Talk about it, okay? So I will see you guys next Monday, and I hope you have an awesome week. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.